Thank you. Tanya, your hand's just gone up again, I think.
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't aware that we were I thought that's what we were doing. I thought you were asking us our opinion on Sue's proposal, so I was saying that I kind of...
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Yeah, I was just kind of jotting it down, but I was kind of asking...
so I was kind of saying that I'm kind of happy with the original proposal rather than kind of the proposed amendment to the proposal. That was my contribution to the discussion.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Steve, Temple?
I think, we've played our hand now, haven't we? Because we've just talked about in a public meeting saying maybe we go back, and if they don't, we still go ahead anyway. I think it might be worth asking the question, but now we've just, I think sort of undermined ourselves by saying if they come back and say they're not willing to split the cost, then we're still doing it anyway, sort of feeling. It can't hurt to ask, but I think we might have played our hand a bit early.
I think we've been around a negotiation cycle several times anyway, Steve. We've asked multiple questions, and all parties, and this is kind of where we've got to basically.
Ben, can I speak?
So I think I would.
Can I say something, Ben?
Yeah, go on.
We've got a couple of councillors saying can't do any harm to ask. So I think in that respect, I think it would be best for Sue's motion to vote it against, clear, and if it fails, then revert back to the original.
Thanks for clarifying, Sharon. It's Councillor. I'm completely confused on what we're agreeing right now, and with it.
So do you want to put Sue's amendment to the vote then, Ben?
Do you want to say...
So Sue's amendment is, if I get it correct... One second. So I'm breaking it up here, sorry. Shocking signal. So Sue's amendment, if I'm correct in understanding, is that we look to split the cost, the North Somerset cost, 50-50, with the resident of the retreat and the town council, where we pay £1,000 and beat resident £1. Is that correct, Sue?
Yeah. In other words, splitting that.
So...
Annette wanted to speak.
Yes, I would like to.
Is Sue's proposal that we have the conversation with them rather than actually go ahead with splitting? Sorry, I'm getting feast now. Is the proposal that we have the conversation rather than that we will, does that make sense?
No, it wasn't a discussion. It was a proposal that both parties pay half the cost of changing the covenant.
Right. So not that we have a conversation about that with the other party. Okay, that's fine. Just to clarify. Thanks, Sue.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Right, Annette, do you want to just quickly... say something quick.
It is a quick one, and I think you're chairing the meeting admirably, Ben. It does get confusing when Cllr Gardner then interrupts and tells you what you should be doing and who you should be speaking to, because sometimes the public contribution may impact on how a councillor votes. And remember that you're not just... You may well have done some work around it, Cllr Gardner, but I think Ben has actually taken this forward to the positives of Portishead, and I think you've worked really hard on it. And I wanted to praise Ben for it actually being in the minutes. We're not excluding for the meetings, and the public are listening, and it's important. And you're actually fighting for Portishead's money. You worked hard on Merlin Park as well, and you fought for that on various things. There was councillors questioning how much was going for the to North Somerset Council for that. So this is really no different. You ought to be getting as much as you can for our town. And I was going to say exactly what Cllr Mason said. So well done, Sue, because it's really important. I give you credibility for what you said, and I would support Sue. And as a member of the public who we were told could be involved in these processes, then I think it's important you hear residents' responses before you vote. So Councillor Gardner, please let Councillor Aldridge chair the meeting, which he does incredibly well. Thank you.
Thank you. Hugh?